Today we are rating Ben & Jerry's ice cream pint flavors. I'll preface this by saying I am not the biggest fan of Ben & Jerry's because they don't know how to mix their ice cream. Okay, so let's start. Starting with Fudgy Flan. I have had this flavor. The picture here looks nice. The actual ice cream, it no look like that. There is no flan. So I'd rank this, it was okay, but I wouldn't eat it again out of 10. Moving on, we have American Dream, and there's a white man here. I haven't had this flavor. Okay, Okay, I can agree with what was said there, that the title is interesting. The man seems quite smiley. He has glasses on, and he has eyes, and he's pointing at the ice cream. Now, I do see an image of a waffle cone. Don't love those. I do not love those. I do like how hard he is holding onto that ice cream cone with his fist. Let's actually read vanilla ice cream with fudge-covered waffle cone pieces and a caramel swirl. While I don't love the fudge-covered waffle cone pieces, it does sound good because we only have 3 flavors for once, which is rare for Ben & Jerry's. So while I haven't had this one, I think I'll rate it a 5 out of 10. Moving on to the cannoli flavor. I have quite an interesting story about this one, which might get me cancelled. One time during a blizzard, I was quite craving ice cream, but I didn't feel like going out, so I had it delivered to my doorstep. Now, it wasn't the worst blizzard ever, but it was snowing quite hard, so maybe that was quite unethical of me to do. I did tip the driver well, but more so, lovely driver, I appreciate them. You know what I don't appreciate? Awful ice cream. Didn't taste like cannoli at all, and I love a cannoli. So this one gets a -3 out of 10. Moving on. Caramel chocolate cheesecake, 0 out of 10 immediately. Any cheesecake ice cream is bad. Sorry. And then we have Cherry Garcia. I have never had this flavor, and I never will. View all ice cream pints. Let's do that. Can we rank that one? Chocolate chip cookie dough. Now, I've had several chocolate chip cookie dough ice creams, and I'm not sure if Ben & Jerry's is the best one, but it's pretty solid. So I'll give it a 6 out of 10. It's not an amazing flavor, there's only 2 things going on, but it's pretty decent. Now, I see something actually quite fantastic, and this is something I've kind of wanted to be a thing, and I didn't realize it was. So if you guys could send me $5 and tell me where to buy this, I would love that. Chocolate-covered strawberry ice cream. Strawberry ice cream with a strawberry jam swirl and fudge flakes. I haven't tried it, but you know what? I will give it I want to say 9, but we're going to have to give it an 8 out of 10, because it sounds really good, but I haven't tried it. So I'm going to keep my expectations low, and then when I try it, it can only go up, hopefully. Comment down below where I can buy this. Okay. Chocolate therapy. Chocolate ice cream with chocolate cookies and swirls of chocolate pudding ice cream. See, they're doing too much with that. Chocolate pudding ice cream, what would that taste like? How is that different from just regular ice cream? Sorry, I need to pause here because I'm not getting much input from the peanut gallery for a while. Have you heard any of what I've said?
I just saw the saddest thing with King Uther.
What happened to King Uther?
They made a whole cutscene of him being depressed with his life. It was insane. I was just sitting here like watching that like, oh my god.
Okay, well, King Uther's depressed. Feel free to like the video if you hope he gets better.
He might get in a coma, I read.
He's gonna be in a coma, so he's gonna need a lot of likes. Hint hint, nudge nudge. Sorry, moving on. Chocolate therapy. I don't know. I haven't had this one. Have you had the chocolate therapy? Have you had the chocolate pudding ice cream?
I don't recognize the name.
Okay. 5 out of 10. It's probably just chocolatey. Chocolate peanut butter split. Mm-mm. Chocolate fudge brownie. Also, I don't want to do that. Chubby hubby.
Oh,
Why on earth have I never heard of this and never tried it? Vanilla malt ice cream with peanut buttery fudge covered pretzels with fudge and peanut buttery swirls. I do not like the sound of that, but the name alone, that's a 10 out of 10 name. We might have to try it. Same goes for Chunky Monkey. Love that. I love Chunky Monkey. Never had it, but I love the name. And we've only got free ingredients for once: banana ice cream with fudge chunks and walnuts. Okay, wait, we're gonna have to do a couple taste testing videos, but we'll try Chubby Hubby and Chunky Monkey one day.
that is a good idea.
Churray for churros. I don't know. I don't love cinnamon. And it's looking like everything in here is cinnamon, so we're gonna have to skip on that.
I just want to say I don't know what the heck Uther is doing in here, but he has trashed his house.
Ufer has trashed his outhouse. A small update for you all.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, there's too many. I need to start skipping some of these. If you're angry about a flavor I skipped, feel free to tell me and then I'll go back. But until then, give me s'more 0 out of 10. Had it, way too graham crackery, not enough marshmallow. How about Glamfire Trail Mix? Chocolate ice cream with crunchy pretzel swirls, marshmallow swirls, and fudge covered almonds. 2 gross things, 2 nice things. Why is the marshmallow swirl not in the frickin' gimme s'more one? Like, you know, marshmallow's like mushy and like liquidy in a s'more. So that should be in that one. Swap it around.
Can I just say marshmallow, like ice cream, but have it just mostly be marshmallow, like no other
Yes.
taking away from it? Sounds amazing.
Mostly marshmallow ice cream. Get on that, Ben and
Uh-huh.
Jerry's.
Ben and
Um,
Jerry's is not gonna get on that. I don't
they
think
won't.
we've talked about this.
Feel free to give me money if you want me to start an
Someone
ice
else
cream
will.
brand. I was going to talk about this, but then I saw the almond and the peanut butter cup, and now I don't want to. Choo choo choo. Milk and cookies would have been better if it wasn't just like. See, I feel like they used to have one that was milk ice cream and not vanilla ice cream. That was really good. So let's remake this one. Milk ice cream, and then you can still have all this cookie junk, but like maybe just mix it a little less so you can still get some of that
Please.
kind of more plain
I
ice
would
cream
love
flavor.
that.
Moose pie. See, I want to say it sounds good, but it's just Chocolate City again, and you're only gonna get chocolate. Why does PB and S'more have marshmallow swirls and not the s'mores one?
We don't know.
I feel like we are picking favorites.
Yay, I got a package!
I don't know, chat. I feel like they can do better than this. Let's rate Smiling Friends Charlie Fanart.
Good idea. Can we please play that
Charlie.
I was about to. We should do it for your birthday.
If you guys like and comment, I will play a dating simulator of Smiling Friends. I spelt the word friends wrong on purpose and not because I wasn't looking at the keyboard. Okay, let's start with this one, which it seems like is done by, I can't say their username, so I'll spell it IKOUZHY on furaffinity.net. .net, not .com. It looks like Charlie is smoking and the smoke is getting into Pim's larger eyeball, his large eyeball, not the small one. And he is smoking in his eye. And I think Pim is a little bit stunned. He has not had time to react properly, but his face is getting flushed. And I think it is probably painful as his face is getting like red from the pain. So, and Charlie, he seems to be sweating a bit. I think he might be a little bit ill. He's not in his right mind.
He does get ill quite often.
And
We've seen it
yeah,
before.
this is quite a deep, meaningful piece. I think it shows how Charlie sometimes takes advantage of Little Pim's friendship and hurts him.
He does
But
that.
he doesn't always mean to do so, but that's not a good excuse. Let's move on to this fascinating piece. Smiling Friends Charlie fan art, but as anime kind of. It looks like it was posted on twitter.com. We can see anime Charlie. He's saying, "Let me handle this dude," and he has his pectorals and stomach out.
What?
His arms seem to be quite buff, and he seems to be proud of his physique and is showing it off. There's also a shot where he seems to be a little bit more shy in this image and somewhat distraught in this one, which is really reflected in the black and white color choice. So I think that while he is proud of his body, there are perhaps lingering feelings of doubt and sadness, which yeah, I think that's good for Charlie's character. I think this is an interesting exploration of that. Let's move on. Oh no, this is quite a sweet shot from the show. I did not realize that Charlie attempted to deep throat a large green pickle. Let's move on.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, this is confusing me.
Oh no, this is interesting. It seems someone has drawn over a screenshot from the show, which, judging by this yellow snow in the corner, I'm gonna say is from the Snowman episode, and they have recreated the characters as humans. It's quite interesting to see which attributes of the character they've kept in and what they've changed. Glep seems to be a little bit larger, but they have a sweet little Santa hat on, and they seem quite amused by the situation that is happening. Unlike Pim, Charlie, and Alan, who are, they seem concerned. They are looking up with concern. And, I'm speechless. It's, that good.
I don't even
Oh,
know.
I'm sorry.
Like,
This was Smiling Friends Humanization by Nikki S.H. Mickey on DeviantArt. So please check that out on DeviantArt.
not be a good video.
And I see something very special. This is on Skechers United. Alan and Charlie by Lily Prespaw on Skechers United. They have quite a sweet watermark of a little kitten, which I really like that. The Shutterstock reference image is on the left. There is one woman in the front who's smiling. She's looking off to the side. She seems to be thinking of a happy thought. And then the girl who's behind her, hugging her from behind, she seems quite upset. Perhaps because the other woman is not paying attention. She is daydreaming. Meanwhile, she's trying to capture her attention, and she doesn't seem to care. So, in this position of the upset woman, we have Alan, and the happy woman is Charlie, which I think captures their personalities quite well because Charlie does not seem to always show his consideration of the others. He tends to ignore others and instill pain in their hearts, which is quite sad. Since Alan, he is a nice man, but he doesn't always receive that from the others, and yeah, it's a piece that leaves you thinking.
It's always what you want.
Okay, let's move on to something else. Give me a subject.
A subject.
Yeah, I'm asking the peanut gallery, what would you like me to wrap up this video with? What should be the last thing I review?
Well, I think we're kind of on Merlin right now, so something related to that.
Okay, so the last thing we're going to review is images from the BBC Merlin show.
From the show?
Yep, from the show.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. Oh, Arthur and Merlin's dinner date. They are at a table by the seaside. They are looking very intensely at one another. They both have two chalices of wine.
I don't think that happened in the show.
And this 100% happened in the show.
Okay, thank you for
Because this is from Merlin, the top 10 best moments between Arthur and Merlin
Okay, thank you.
on the website Screen Rant. So
Whoa.
I think that their dinner date was going quite well until one of the two probably said something insensitive about the other, which has led to this the beginnings of an argument we can see. It's about to unfold. And I think it just goes to show how they might be a little toxic for each other in many different aspects. And then we have dead Merlin on a horse.
What?
Arthur looks a little. He doesn't look that upset. This is from season 4, episode 2. So I think I'll give this a 2 out of 4 or 4 out of 2. 4 out of 2, part 2. Okay. And to wrap things up, we have our last image. This is George. He has a very straight, round hairline at the top of his head. He has some sort of red neck piece that is going underneath his blue vest and a brown jacket in an ensemble similar to that of Merlin's. I think this spiffy young chap, however, may be pulling it off better than Merlin himself. I think likely he will be replacing Merlin, and Merlin will feel quite jealous because Arthur is definitely gonna like this strapping lad much better than Merlin.
That is insane.
And yes, I think that wraps it up for our reviews today. Leave any objects you would like me to. That is disgusting.
What did you just say?
You guys really need to reconsider what you do with your free time.
You heard it here, folks.
Don't make Funko Pop. Funko Pop go bye bye. Funko Pop no more. Funko Pop bye bye. Labubu go bye bye with Funko Pop. Understand? Yes?
I don't know
Good.
about that. We're gonna have to
Okay.
censor this last part, right?
Bye everyone.